What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey. I took a day off yesterday. I actually took the entire day off from regular work and YouTube. I was in the bed the entire day. My body was like, girl, you need to rest. So that's what I did. And I did not get up. I did not do anything. I just made myself some tea. Did I make myself some tea? Yeah, some ginger tea. And that's it. I didn't do nothing. So I actually rested and I felt so much better this morning. Please, listen to your body, become in tune with your body. It's so important to at any point of the day to at night or whatever is be still and know, right? Because that way you can become in tune with your body. And when things are not feeling right, and you feel like you just need to rest your body, just listen to your body. Don't just keep going and pushing. That is not cute. It's not cute to be grinding, right? Because we know that the word grind means to rub two things together until one of them wears down. And it's usually you. So I had to take a day off and I feel much better. So go ahead and like, subscribe, or comment. Let me know you stopped by. We are down here, honey. I just was online and last night I saw this this post of a man. I think it's old and it's it's recirculating again as many things do, as most things do. This girl, you could hear a girl in the background calling this man daddy, and she paid his child support arrears. Yes, you heard me right. A child got old enough and paid their father's child support payments, his back child support payments. Let me tell you something, how pissed off I would be. I wonder how the mother feels about that, because that goes to the mom for the child's care. And when the child gets older, for them to turn around and pay it off for their father, oh my God, I would be sick. I would be pissed off. I'm looking here and I was like, how much, if I'm thinking, hold on. So, okay, I'm back. It's my son's friend wanting to walk to school with him. Okay, but he already left. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was like, let me calculate how much my children, both of my children, how much their father is in arrears once they turn 18. $61,000 for both of them. It would be $61,000. And he hasn't paid child support. His child support was terminated due to his disability. And I think, which is weird, because I hear a lot of people saying, even if the person gets disability, they should get money from Social Security and stuff like that. So I don't know who helped him do that, because I don't think he's smart enough to actually try to figure out how not to pay child support. I think his ex-wife probably helped him with that. Yeah. So yeah, he would owe $61,000. And I could say I don't even think he's given 10% of that. That's sad. I would be sick to my stomach if my child got to a place where they would pay their father's back child support. That's the money he's supposed to give you, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? Bitch, I would be so fucking mad. I would be pissed. What? I was like, and then it's on this Instagram page called Black Affluence. The math isn't mathing, That's disgusting. I was like, how disgraceful and how embarrassing. And the man's like, it's okay, daddy. Don't cry, daddy. Girl, so stupid. And then the next thing I saw, I don't have anything to talk about. So the next thing I saw was another person came out about TJ Holmes. I posted a short yesterday because I was relaxing, so I didn't really spend too much time on the blogs or whatever. But I did see that another woman came out about TJ Holmes. So this is, I guess, the fifth person. So it's a producer, an intern, Amy, another person, and another person. Like I said, if there's three, there's more. Right. And that's not a prediction or something that oh my God, you must know. No, that's just patterns of people who don't have self-control and abuse their power, what they do. Like I'm saying, if they can get away with one, two, three, there's more. Trust me. So this is apparently is number 5. Let's see. And then I actually watched BlingEmpire New York. I watched the whole season. I loved it. Oh my God. I loved it so much. I watched it all yesterday. I love Tina. I love Lynn. I already follow Lynn on Instagram because her jewelry is sickening. Lynn, Tina. I like Tina. I like Blake. And who else did I like? That's it. Dorothy, she's okay. But Dorothy is a trip. When I tell you Dorothy is straightforward, yeah. What's his name was on there? Kane was on there. Christine Chu from the other, from BlingEmpire LA, I guess you could say, or Beverly Hills. I don't know. They were on there just for, Christine didn't really say anything. She was actually taking pictures with somebody. They met somewhere, but very, very rich. Very rich, honey. Ain't no paddle boats and bologna sandwiches nowhere. I'm talking about when I say very rich. This man and this man named Stephen, and then his wife is Deborah, and her and Dorothy don't really get along. Well, they haven't really. It's kind of like what's her name was late. Dorothy was late to their little mixer. They had a mixer at an art gallery. And she was late, and this guy named Steven and Deborah. So Dorothy keeps calling her Deborah, and then Deborah keeps calling her Tiffany in their interviews. And even in the interviews, Deborah was like, "This is my interview. This interview is about me." Like, I guess basically don't ask her no more questions about Dorothy. That shit was funny. So then Dorothy keeps calling them Aunt Steven and Deborah. And Deborah, she calls her Deborah the whole season. And then they have a guy on there, Richard or something like that. Is his name Richard? But he's kind of like the other guy that the show was kind of centered around. I think he's Korean, and he was kind of like living on had his mattress on the floor at one point and stuff like that. Kane's friend, right? So this guy is similar to that character, but he works in the wellness industry, and he has a girlfriend and stuff like that. He is like a salesperson, pushy. They called him pushy. It was actually really good. And then they went to Long Island just to get away. The house that they were in, I was like, God damn, I tell you. And even one of the girls, she's what's her name? I can't remember her name. She's from Thailand. She was graduating from Columbia. She went to Columbia to graduate. Baby, she went shopping, right? She went shopping, her and one of the other girls, they went shopping, and she was like, get this one, get this dress, get this dress. And then when they walked out of the boutique or whatever, her phone rang, and it was her brother. Her brother was like, what did you just do? And she was like, what are you talking about? She's like, Daddy said $10,000 just went through. And she was like, ooh, I guess it cost $10,000. I was like, yes. But her father said, if you don't come back after you graduate, you getting cut off. If you're going to live in New York, you better figure it out. Blake, he's on there. He's biracial. He's half white, half Chinese. His dad just died, and he's cute. He's queer. he was, kind of nervous because people keep asking him, when are you gonna, get married? When are you gonna settle down? He was like, I don't even know what my family will look like. And he explains he was basically pansexual. He was like, I don't know if I'm going to be with a woman. I don't know if I'm going to be with a man. I don't know if I'm going to be a trans woman. I don't know if I'm going to be with the trans man. I don't know if I'm going to be with the non-binary person. I don't know what my family is going to look like. It's really good. It was really good. But when I tell you they are motherfucking paid, when I tell you Dorothy's loft is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I like Lynn. I love Lynn. I love her husband. He's a little obnoxious, but they've been together 26 years. And I don't know if he's bisexual or something. He's very effeminate, very effeminate, but a jokester. And they've been together 26 years. They have a son in boarding school, and he takes all her Instagram pictures. He loves taking pictures and stuff like that. And so they had their little storyline or whatever. And then who else? Tina. I like Tina a lot. Tina is a fashion influencer. She was turning 40, and during the series, they kept talking about her turning 40 on the last episode. She had a little birthday party with her and Dorothy. They went to the Bahamas to cheer her up because she's all work, always going to fashion weeks and stuff like that. And they met these guys, and she had a panic attack. She had a panic attack, an anxiety attack, panic attack mostly because she was like she couldn't breathe, and she just started crying. And she was like, I don't even know why I reacted like that. But she says she has a lot of bad experiences with men. And so she went to a matchmaker. She started talking to the matchmaker, and then she went to see an Akashic reader, and they were telling her about, her past, and it seems like the kind of family you come from. And she shared that she said either her mother slept all day or was really angry. So it sounded like her mother had some mental health issues. But the father also seemed like they were in an emotionally and physically abusive household. So she has a lot of trauma. And yeah, that was a trip, how she reacted like that. She was like, I don't know what came over me. She was just like, I can't breathe. The producers were all around her and stuff. They were in a club, child. She just had a panic attack. You just never know. You just never know when it can happen. Shout out to folks who get panic attacks. It's something that you just don't know why your body is reacting like that. You just have no idea. And it's hard to kind of calm your body down. So she looked so pretty, and I was like, oh my God, she was crying. And they were trying to hook her up. They were like, okay, we're going to meet some guys and flirt with some guys in the club. And then Dorothy ended up talking to one of the dudes that she was trying to hook Tina up with. She ended up dating him. She ends up dating him. And I don't know if they're still dating or not, but he's Greek Orthodox. And yeah, so it was good. BlingEmpire New York was so good. And if you want to see affluence and you want to see wealth, bitch, watch that show. It's nothing. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills doesn't even compare. None of the Real Housewives franchise compares to the amount of wealth that is displayed on this series. Girl, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So TJ Holmes, we back to TJ Holmes. Okay, let's see what TJ Holmes, what's going on. It says, let me go to the news. TJ Holmes is very attractive. TJ Holmes has suspected in-office romp with another junior staffer. This is from page 6. It says, still suspended GMA3 co-host TJ Holmes had a suspected in-office romp with another junior staffer, a source exclusively tells page 6. The insider claims the alleged encounter occurred in 2015, the same year then married. Holmes allegedly had a months-long affair with subordinate Jasmine Pettaway, whom he allegedly had sex with in his office. The second woman, whose identity we have chosen not to disclose, has yet to respond on numerous requests to comment. Our source tells us that she was in her mid-20s and worked as an overnight associate producer at ABC at the time of the alleged encounter. Holmes, now 45, and the staffer, who is no longer with the network, were allegedly in his office sometime after 3 a.m. with the door closed. We're told a bunch of rustling could be heard coming from inside the room, and that a woman emerged looking completely flushed and like a deer in headlights. It's unclear whether the staffer ever reported the alleged encounter to HR. he was in a position of power over her, our source tells us. I do think it was like, here's the good looking younger girl and she's here in my office. Let me make a move, sort of thing. The insider adds, describing the situation similar to Pettaway's. Rep for Holmes declined to comment, and ABC did not immediately respond to Page Six's inquiries. Last week, a source who was reportedly close to Pettaway, a 24-year-old script coordinator at the time, alleged to dailymail.com that the first time Holmes got sexual with her was in his office only a couple hours before he was set to go live on air. They had sex, and I know she was confused afterwards as to what it meant. The source claimed, calling Holmes a predator who took full advantage of his position. Reps for Holmes declined to comment on Pettaway's allegations, while the ABC Insider previously told Page Six that there was already an internal investigation underway. If anything happened between internal investigation underway into if anything happened between TJ and Jasmine Pettaway. Pettaway did not return our calls. Holmes' workplace behavior was first made headlines in November 2022 when a months-long affair with his then-married GMA co-anchor Amy Robach was revealed. After the network launched an investigation, the nature of the colleagues' relationship, it was reported that Holmes allegedly had romances with other employees, including producer Natasha Singh. Robach is currently reportedly blindsided by the scope of his past office romance. What I say? It's going to be more coming out. You watch. It sounds like he's taking advantage of the younger women in the office, and he is very attractive. But you are in a position, whether it's consensual or not, you are in a position of power, and your advances could be construed as an abuse of power. They don't know what you're able to do if they don't comply with the requests. That happens a lot. And so we'll see what's going to happen with TJ Holmes, honey. Ain't nobody blindsided. His wife was blindsided. Amy was blindsided. Everybody was blindsided, girl. I'm not playing. I'm not here for that. And then Juan DICKson, honey, another wayward dick. Juan Wayward DICKson. Juan Wayward DICKson. Apparently Robin knows about it, but it was a guy on TikTok. Here, let me go to his TikTok page so I can give him a shout out. Giorgio says is his TikTok name. He came out and said that this woman who has allegedly been in a relationship with Juan during the pandemic, and Robin knew during the stay at home. I don't know if we're still in the pandemic, honey. I can't tell. But if the girl was messing with him at the end of September 2020. And it went on. I think the last message he said was in 2022. Yeah. So apparently Robin knows about it. And I'm like, is that why he always gets mad when she brings it up? But also another piece of information that he said that the girl stopped talking to Juan allegedly because his homeboy, what he likes to do is screw the girls and pass them around. A lot of professional basketball players do that, where they will sleep with a chick, and then their friends want to have sex with her too, and they'll be like, my friend wants to holler at you or whatever. And if the girl's with the shits, then she's with the shits. But yeah, it's true. And so it's true that happens. But with Juan, basically, he wanted his friend to be with her as well. And the man came to the door and exposed himself, and I guess was like, suck this thing or something like that. I don't know what he said. But yeah, so these niggas is out here doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And then Robin, they just announced that they actually had a ceremony to solidify the marriage license or whatever. But I remember when they got the marriage license, because it was reported, the blogs reported it, that they got their marriage license. They just hadn't had a ceremony yet. So yeah, they finally had their ceremony, and that's why Robin was so adamant about an infidelity clause, because you was cheating on her. just 2 years ago. Well, I don't even know if it's cheating. I don't even know what I really think their structure, the structure of their relationship is so that their sons can have both parents in the home, or maybe it's more economical for them to live together, and they just like, do what you want, I do what I want, but let's just have our sons, grow up with both parents in the home. I don't know if that's the arrangement. If that's their arrangement, then he's not cheating. You know what I'm saying? She knows about it. He's not cheating, but I definitely wouldn't legally bind myself to him. And now he's been named in this lawsuit at Coppin University with the student who was catfished by one of the assistant coaches. And yeah, so Juan is, you know, fine as hell, low character. TJ Holmes, fine as hell, low character. Like, just, I don't know. But if Robin and Juan got an arrangement, like, okay, that's what we're gonna do, then there's nothing else to say. Like I said, the way that people have their relationship set up is up to them. But what's sad is they have to present something else to society, because society will criticize them. Like, if Robin, see, I feel like if Robin and Juan came out and said, listen, we are not together, we are we're not going to get married, we actually live together, so our sons can grow up with both of their parents in the home, and both of us are doing our own things. Even if they slept in separate rooms, I think Robin and Juan still have sex, so I don't know, they have needs. Folks have needs, apparently. So like that, like, I feel like everybody would be like, oh, okay, some people would think it's weird, some people won't think it's healthy, but what I think is unhealthy is for people to stay together for the kids and they're miserable, right? If they're fine, if she's fine with what he's doing, and he's fine with what she's doing, and they're still in the home and able, I don't see anything wrong with that. And I really wish that, especially black people feel like they have to uphold these white traditional ideologies so that people won't make fun of them or talk about them or criticize them or shame them. And it's like, people design their relationships how they want, and everybody is not going to be in this white heteronormative Christian type of looking relationship. That is not how it goes. I mean, people design their relationships how they want to design. I feel like I would have more respect for Robin and her husband, I guess he's her husband now, if they were just honest in that way. I feel like the honesty makes you more likable. The transparency makes you more likable. I feel like lying and putting up fronts and facades for society makes you a punk. That's what I think. Makes you a weak ass motherfucker. That's what I think. I do. But what else is going on? So those were the two things that or the couple of things that I saw swirling around yesterday. Oh, and then I heard that it says Love and Hip Hop. Somebody tagged me in this. Shout out to you who tagged me in this. Love and Hip Hop star Rich Dolla's daughter, Ashley Trowers, arrested for allegedly shooting at her child's father. According to the arrest documents obtained by TMZ, Ashley Trowers, daughter of Love and Hip Hop New York star Richie Dollaz, was arrested in Memphis yesterday after reports says she shot at her ex-boyfriend, Damaya Tatum. Trowers informed authorities that she has a restraining order against Tatum, who just showed up at her job with another individual. Trower claims when Tatum approached her in a vehicle, she attempted to flee, but when the car caught up to her, she became frightened and fired, striking the car twice. Trower claims she thought she saw someone in the car reaching for a gun. She was arrested for aggravated assault and transported to Shelby County Jail before being released later on her own recognizance. Wasn't her mother about to go to jail for shooting her partner? That was Rich's storyline. Remember, the mom was about to go to jail. The man was abusive to her and she ended up shooting him or something like that. Hold on, I'm about to find the story. This was in 2019. It says what's going on with Rich Dollaz and baby mama Miracle on Love and Hip Hop New York. It says she has some legal issues, who opened up about drama. What's going on? How is it going to fit into it all? Wait, it says, here we go. Yeah, Miracle explained that she had been facing charges for allegedly shooting her husband. Hall was not slain in the alleged shooting and is not pressing charges himself. The state made a decision to proceed. Yep, I remember that. Here she is right here. This is her. This is her page. Yep. So her daughter ended up doing the same thing. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell, isn't it? Isn't it how cycles go like that? That is a wild as hell. So yeah, honey, she was arrested. We'll see how that turns out. But her mom did the same thing to her partner. This was crazy. It says white quarterback who lost his PWI scholarship after getting caught saying the N-word gets a new offer from an HBCU, girl. Yes, isn't that crazy? Neighbors. Now, this is very puzzling to say at the least. This is from Neighborhood Talk. A white quarterback whose scholarship offer from University of Florida was revoked after he was caught saying the N-word just received a new offer from Albany State University, an HBCU. Back in November, Marcus Stokes' hopes of playing at a D1 school were stripped away when a video surfaced online of him yelling the N-word in a song lyric. The University of Florida quickly snatched away the offer to play at their school, along with other Power 5 schools, which left him without any hopes of furthering his football career. To everyone's surprise, Marcus posted to his Twitter earlier this week that he received an offer to play at Albany State University, which is an HBCU in Georgia. Social media quickly began to question why a black school would offer any type of scholarship to someone who was previously punished for saying the N-word. Many speculate that the university may be thought he was a black, given his name Marcus Stokes, while others believes the school honestly didn't care. That's crazy. What do y'all think about that? So you get everything stripped from you because you online saying the N-word, and then a HBCU gives you an offer. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. I don't even know what to say. I don't get it. The first thing that comes to my head is integrity. I just don't understand it. Like, where's the integrity in the school? Alumni should be mad. People, especially people who donate to the school. I know that's really crazy because I know HBCUs don't, for some reason, when the people leave, they don't reach back to the school and give donations. The alumni, a lot of those HBCUs. That's why they end up going under or not getting. They're always having money problems. There's another school who has a mold problem. Oh, where that coach, what's his name? He was a football player and he was coaching at another school, and they fired him because he came online and was talking about how the school was filthy and how when he arrived to the school it was dirty, and it's rat infested and stuff like that. Just like what, like, and then like people actually going to the school, it makes me actually sick to think about it, that you go off to a school and there was another HBCU, the same thing. I think, was that Morgan State? I feel like that was Morgan State. Is Morgan State HBCU? I feel like didn't they have some issues? It was Morgan State, I felt like. Was it Morgan State? I felt like it was. Yeah, student housing. Yeah, they had issues with their housing. I remember. I think it was Morgan State. Bethune-Cookman. It says dorms have mildew, not mold. So what's the difference? Girl, what the fuck is the difference? Clean the shit up. Clean it the fuck up. And that's why and then they end up firing that coach. What's his name? That's disgusting, yo. Ed Reed, yeah, because he was dismissed by the board of trustees after they decided to move in a new direction following negative comments made by him about the HBCU. Yeah. Anyway, student protest also calls for the reinstatement of NFL Hall of Famer Ed Reed. Yeah, so that was crazy. Let's see what else. Mike Tyson accused of SAing a woman in his limo in the 1990s. I have been unable to maintain and or develop healthy relationships as a result of the RAPE. A $5 million lawsuit filed earlier this month claims that the heavyweight champion, who has a history of sex crimes, RAPED a woman in the early 1990s after two met at an Albany nightclub. The woman alleges that Mike Tyson SA'd her in a limo, resulting in physical, psychological, and emotional injury over the years. According to the lawsuit, I got in the Tyson's limousine to pick me up from her friend's house. Tyson immediately started to touch me, attempted to kiss me. I told him several times and asked him to stop, but he continued to attack me, and then he pulled my pants off. The lawsuit was filed in New York under the state's Audit Survivors Act, which gives SA victims a year to file lawsuits for crimes as far back as decades ago. According to the alleged victim, as a result of Tyson's RAPE, I suffered and continue to suffer from physical, psychological, and emotional injury. I have experienced feelings of guilt, loss of self-respect, shame, embarrassment, sadness, anger, depression, anxiety, violent tendencies, drug and alcohol addiction, and confusion resulting from the brutal RAPE. She wants to remain anonymous out of fear of further mental suffering, harassment, and mockery, or personal shame. Her intimate relationships, which seem unable to maintain, are said to have been affected by her suffering. The woman added, I have developed lifelong problems, including but not limited to issues with sex and with being touched as a result of the RAPE. I have been unable to maintain or develop healthy relationships with men or anyone in general. That's really sad, and I believe her. Now, we've talked about Mike Tyson and how he's changed and all this other stuff, but yeah, this is, the 90s, and I believe him. And he's very strong, and he would probably beat you up. So what are you going to do? So hopefully she gets all the money, okay? Congratulations to Shamar Moore. He's a dad. He and his girlfriend, Desiree DICKson, welcome a baby girl. What's her name? Shamar Moore is so corny. Cornball. A little more. How cute. Mama smiling from heaven. Miracles happen. Here comes the best part of my life. Oh, he was so happy. Very happy and healthy. Oh, that's very nice. Let's see. What else? I think that's it, y'all. I think that's enough topics for today. I think that's it. Anything else? I think that's it. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.